Hi Sagittarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of November 2021. I am going to begin by cleansing the energy. Should have lit this before, but I do want to thank you so much for joining me, and we're going to keep it simple in the intro. Just remember, this is general, okay? But we're going to begin by pulling some initial messages, if I could even say it, from the Soul's Journey deck. We're going to then pull some tarot from the Tarot of Dreams and finish off with some inspirational messages, okay? You could be dealing with an abrupt environment or some feisty energies around you within work. As a horn goes off in the background, I just moved back to the city. But let's get this going. Jump right into it. So what do we have for my lovely Sagittariuses? Okay. Yeah, I feel like you may be sort of mellow, but on edge at the same time. Like a mix between the two. That's the energy that's coming through. Okay, we're gonna go with the 4. Beginning with pride and trust. Feeling very proud of all you've overcome, all that you've achieved up until this point within your career. Some of you feeling as if there's a lot more to achieve and experience within your career and when it comes to financial investments. But you may just find that you're very proud of yourself and those around you, or most of which around you. But there's a focus on who you can truly trust within your work environment or with financial updates. I want to pull a small clarifier for this pride card. Bear with me. We have the Knight of Cups. So feeling very proud of something you've gone after or planning to go after emotionally, okay? Very interesting. Could be a new job, a new career choice, a new side hustle, or just a new level of success within your career that you're wrapped up with currently. Could be promotion, something of the sort. Some of you asking for a raise or to have recently. Good for you. We're moving on to service. And so you feeling you want to help people in one way, shape, or form. Some of you reevaluating whether or not your career choice or choices actually do help people in the end. All right, with happiness. Feeling pretty happy within your career opportunity with what you've accomplished up until this point, but again, feeling like there's more to experience, right? Feeling like at points in the month, you're going to ask yourself, am I truly 1000% happy with where I'm at, right? And what needs to change or be adjusted moving forward in order to see things in a better light. Feeling like it could be a little bit all over the place, feeling like you're just trying to swim through the month, wanting to manifest, for some of you, more happiness, something that will make you happier, something at the same time. I feel like a lot of you are manifesting a new side business or a change within your career. It could be some of you looking to retire, but whatever it is for you, it feels like you're just trying to manifest a new level of happiness within your career, even if you are happy to a certain extent currently, okay? An underlying focus on you just feeling a bit heartbroken or just needing healing moving forward. I feel like you're just overworked, okay? Let's do some initial shuffling and pull from the Tarot of Dreams for my lovely Sages to continue this monthly money career read, November. Aiming for 6, but whatever we get, we'll take. Okay, we have 5 so far. Okay. We definitely have more. All right, so we have 8. The Devil. Overworked, okay? Overly stressed at times. But let's be honest, Sag, there is this old habit that is resurfacing throughout the month of November where you either expect so much from yourself, even if those around you do expect a lot from you, or you just feeling like you have to do it all, right? Or feeling like, you know, people don't do things right, so you take on extra responsibilities when you don't need to, or just feeling, some of you, it has to do with your toxic work environment, right? Or just feeling like a deadline or something you need to accomplish is pushed out. Or you could feel like deadlines are being pushed closer to you where you have to get them done quicker. Or you might feel like something you're trying to accomplish within your career, whether it's ending a job, beginning one, is just being pushed further out, okay? Feeling a bit trapped to a certain extent. With the 6 of Cups, memories are popping up to begin the month of November. Thinking back to old jobs, you kind of revisiting your Hall of Fame, I feel the need to say, or just what you've accomplished and what you failed at within your career. Some of you feeling like you just deserve more praise. The reason this is sort of aligned with this Pride card, okay? The Strength card, feeling like you are one strong individual. You could be thinking about a Leo and their career choices and failures as well. And you just wondering if they're going to be as successful as you, or if you will be as successful as them. The Devil coming out again. Okay. You may feel like a spiritual connection of yours, horribly put, a spirit is, or two, is pushing you to remember old jobs, past financial decisions, past connections, and whether or not you can trust them anymore. Feeling like the past is popping back up to a certain extent. With the Lovers and the Hermit. Interesting. You may be pushed to think back to old love situations when you're at work. Not helpful at all, right? When you're alone. Interesting. Or asking yourself at the beginning of the month at certain points, am I happiest when I'm working with other individuals within my career, or am I happiest when I work alone? And I feel like some of you will be very definitive with the answer you come up with, and others of you will be like, it depends on my mood. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. It depends on the people I'm working with, right? Some of you feel the weather adjusts your mood, and all of which, anyways. Moving on, so random. 5 of Cups. So naturally following the Six of Cups, when memories are popping back up in your head or just around you, items are reminding you of this and that, even if it's not all career related, you sort of finding yourself not only expecting the worst on a completely separate note to an extent, but also just focusing on certain failures from the past. Let's further clarify this. When it's like you go from being like, I'm so damn proud, like I've accomplished a lot, you know, all the positives, and then it's like maybe your spiritual connection or just other people you're wrapped up with keep pushing you to focus on the negatives, and you being like, I am trying to stay positive. Okay. Wow, I just got kind of feisty there. The Empress. You might find you're very overwhelmed or feisty when telling stories about work outside of it, to family or friends or whatever the case may be, maybe even to coworkers. But with the Empress, you feeling as if you're expecting the worst when it comes to new beginning, a fresh start, something you're looking to give birth to. Might be thinking about someone's birth or lack of which while at work. With the Six of Swords, you just, that came out before. Oh, it was at the bottom of the deck. I swear it was. A lot of you thinking about a limiting opportunity that sort of traps you to an extent coming to an end. Okay, feeling a bit emotional the meanwhile, but just wanting to sort of sail away towards something new, something better, or something more peaceful for you, right? A new level of happiness, but feeling as if it's not time just yet for whatever reason. Destined timing at play, keep that in mind. 2 of Wands. Let's clarify this one. I feel I need to clarify them all for you for the most part, but it's you sort of longing for more as you make your way to wrap up the first half of the month, being like, this isn't enough, or I've had enough, right? Looking to just move away, sail away. People are going to annoy you within your work environment, and you just being like, oh, I do so much. But again, at times you expect yourself to do more than you need to. What do we have for this 2 of Wands? 3 of Swords, the Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, and 2 of Cups. A lot of you might be thinking thoroughly about your love connection or lack of which outside of work. Feeling as if it's intertwining with your finances, your career, in one way, shape, or form. A lot of you feeling like, why can I never just sort of have enough money? Or why do I always feel like I need more? A need and a push from the universe to develop that new level of happiness when it comes to relationship with money as well as your career. It's felt very career focused up until this point, and now I feel like coming towards the end of the first half of the month, money's going to be on your mind. Okay, how is my money affecting my relationship or connections outside of work in a positive light or a negative light? Okay, It's you sort of feeling emotional and needing healing when it comes to financial struggles, difficulties, or just career difficulties. But noticing that as you start to plan, the wheel starts to move, okay? It's once you start to not settle for what no longer works for you, or for certain difficulties around you in the work environment, you start to see the universe remind you, all right, things are happening, Sag. Let's stay positive and optimistic, okay? And then Judgment to move on to the second half of the month and spread. Where you're releasing certain emotions to begin the second half of the month, okay? Releasing certain friendships, connections that you just can't trust anymore, all right? Maybe financially related, or it may just have to do with your career, okay? 7 of Wands, a lot of people coming at you, a lot of responsibilities, obligations. 7 of Cups, we got the number 77 coming out, the Sun. I feel like I'm kind of explaining the cards very in a feisty way, and it's just your energy. You need to take a deep breath, okay? All is going to work out with the Sun. The amount of cards we have out here is just overwhelming. I'm glad you can't see it. The Knight of Wands and the Sun, you moving towards a new level of completion and happiness, however that pertains to you. 7 of Cups and the 7 of Wands, feeling like a lot of people are coming at you for opportunities or responsibilities, obligations once again, and you just being like, well, thank you for pushing me to hop on this horse, this chariot, to do what's right for me. It's interesting, you might find yourself sort of turning away from certain energies and people this month, just due to a level of healing needing to take place, or just feeling like you're moving in a different direction when it comes to other people. You might feel like you've outgrown a job. 3 of Coins. You need to just simply be honest with oneself at the beginning of the second half of the month. A lot of you being recognized for all that you've done. It's like you begin the month and you're reflecting on the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, all the accomplishments and failures, and then it's like you go through all of which that we've just spoke upon, and in the middle of the second half of the month, people within your job or past jobs or outside of work are just like, I gotta give you credit, Sag. You know, you've done a lot, you've overcome a lot. You know, you're respectable in one way, shape, or form. And they're right. With the Fool, the King of Swords, the 5 of Cups, it's you sort of being recognized as well from a lot of people in your life, even within the work environment, for a leap of faith you're about to take or just began. All right, with the King of Swords, it entails you utilizing your knowledge and wisdom, and that in itself gaining a lot of attention. People, excuse me as I stutter, being like, Sag, you have such a unique, useful mind, and we appreciate your approach or respect it in one way, shape, or form. But again, the 5 of Cups, which is aligned with the 5 of Cups. I need to remember in the middle of the first and second half of the month to keep things positive, optimistic, the whole month in general, I guess, but don't expect the worst, okay? Try your best to sort of, when memories pop back up about past difficulties, failures, or whatever the case may be, even if it's not related to your situation, redirect your focus. Think about something positive, right? You feeling sort of feisty with your sword up, ready to cut people, places, and situations out, sort of fed up to a certain extent. But we got 2 Queens coming out as well. A huge focus on your feminine side. You need to sort of just take a deep breath, feeling very feisty once again, wanting to just keep that passion alive, but I need to do so in a more confident, calm, cool, and collected manner. All right. You sort of charging towards a new level of freedom, peace, or just security in a very feisty manner. All right. But we're finishing up with the 10 of Coins, the 8 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I feel like a lot of you will get an opportunity to sort of turn your back to a level of drama or difficulty within your work environment. Some of you turning your back to something that has held you captive financially for a while. Interesting. However that pertains to you. But it's as if you're reminded that you deserve this happily ever after financially, or within your career. What do we have for this Page of Swords? The 10 of Swords in reverse, feeling as if you learn something new about your career, your future, maybe even about past difficulties, given there's a huge focus on the past this month for you, and it sort of sets you free emotionally. It allows you to just kind of drop certain swords or to let them fall out, right? You don't deserve to feel wounded, depleted anymore. I feel like a lot of you just simply want to work 24/7 in order to sort of benefit your loved ones. And it's beautiful, but you're going to be reminded that you deserve this happily ever after, this peace, this financial security, without overly stressing yourself out, right? And it's like that, what you're learning, gaining, whatever that ends up being for you at the end of the month, gives you that peace of mind. And it allows you to sort of take a deep breath. I'm getting goosebumps as the energy dwindles down a little bit. And it's like you feeling sort of depleted and whatnot, but then you also gain this opportunity to rest, okay? To sort of clear one's mind. And you need to, because you're emotional, you're overworked, and it's time for you, maybe for some of you, you're getting clarification on when you're retiring, or when you get to sort of take a break, a vacation. Good for you, you deserve it, okay? Your world is changing with the Page of Swords again, and you're learning more about that at the end of the month, all right? It's gonna sort of make you wanna shed a tear out of happiness, or just feeling once again like you're depleted and overworked. Try to take it easy as you make your way from November to December, all right? Let's finish off this beautiful reading by pulling a message or two from this small inspirational deck. That's what I'm calling it, because it didn't come with a box, okay? What do we have for Sag? When was the last time you did something for the first time? You may feel like it's a month where you're realizing you've been in a rut for a while, or you just desire something fresh. You might see other people around you starting new things and being like, maybe it's my time to do so, right? New Monday, new week, new goal. And allowing yourself to remember that each week, each day is the time for you to set new goals if you desire, or to sort of readjust them if need be. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and focus on what could go right. Very Five of Cups feeling, which came out multiple times within this read. I feel I need to pull one more. All right. Be a warrior, not a worrier. This one came out in Aries as well. Don't worry. Just, remember how much you've been through and how strong you are because of it all. And just keep your head held high as things, I feel, become more simplistic for you. And you gain that new level of happiness within your money and career. All right. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Sag.